Andrew Waddle from Edinburgh starts the match. A tremendous atmosphere inside Ibrox, undoubtedly an oasis for Scottish football this afternoon. The pitch in perfect condition thanks to undersoil heating, and of course a huge crowd here to watch the only Premier Division match in the country today. So Rangers having to make their first team change in 4 matches, with Graham Souness's suspension creating a vacancy for Jimmy Nicholl to come into the side. There's Nicholl wearing a number 4, but playing in his usual position at right back. It appears as though Graham Roberts, as the man, has been pushed forward into midfield, with Dave McPherson lining up alongside Terry Butcher, who did for much of the early part of the season. So back with Dave McKellar, the Hamilton goalkeeper, and Hamilton lost 8-3 in their last outing. That was at Celtic Park a couple of weeks ago, but the defence has been stiffened this time by the introduction of Mark Fulton making his debut at centre-half following his transfer from Hibs, and the deal which took the Aki skipper Graham Mitchell to Easter Road. Durant doing well at the second attempt with his control. Now it's with Nicholl. Sprott was there first for Hamilton to concede the throw on the far side. And although it's the early stages of the match, it's already clear that Ackies are determined to make a real battle of this. They've packed their midfield and defence. With a chance though for Rangers. McCoist going through, and Collins did well with the challenge. Well, a gap appeared there in the Hamilton defence as the ball was played through. It came off Ferguson. Durant put it into the path of McCoist, but Collins reacted quicker. Well, that's good play from Durant. Now Nicholl. Across the back for Butcher. Roberts going to the left, that was cut off by Barr. And a crunching tackle from Butcher. He certainly played the ball first, but he also caught Bobby Barr. And the Ackies players are irate. Well, let's see this again. It was just out of reach for Barr. It certainly appeared as though Butcher took the ball cleanly first time and carried on through to catch the Ackies player. As Barr gets treatment, McKee is being booked for the protests made about the tackle from Butcher. So the stretcher is on for Barr, and that really is a disaster for the young player and for Hamilton. Manager John Lambie is on the track along with coach Davy Wilson. They'll have to reorganise the Ackies ranks. And they're now bringing on the substitute, Jerry McCabe, to replace Barr. So it's back with the sweeper, Ali Brazil. It's a careless one picked up by Durant. Now McCoist. Support comes from Roberts. That's for Fleck. Now Durant. That's a very intelligent effort that from Ian Durant. Trying to steer the ball into the far corner first time. And for once there was a gap in the Ackies defence, creating that opportunity. There was Fleck with Sprott coming into the challenge. It's Fleck screening the ball well for Durant. There's a first time effort, trying to bend it in round McKellar, and it's a couple yards wide. The throw will have to be taken a few yards further back. Thumped forward by Fulton. There's Monroe. Phillips beaten by Roberts. Roberts again. A body check by Pelosi. And there's trouble now for Roberts. There's Graham Roberts. Jerry Phillips coming across. There's Pelosi. And I think Roberts will be penalised for lifting his boot after he played the pass forward. So the referee also having a word with the Rangers Rangers trainer, Phil Borsma, appears to have come on the field without permission, but it's Roberts who will now be in trouble. The message from referee Waddle is clear. He's showing Roberts the reason for that was that he showed his studs. Roberts, I've no doubt, will be protesting that he was simply trying to evade the challenge of Pelosi. Well, here's Roberts now. You see him getting to the ball ahead of Pelosi. Pelosi committed to the challenge. There was Roberts jumping apparently to avoid the challenge, but showing his studs to the Yankees player. Spinning off the head of Monroe, a foul by Phillips. And the rise of tears from the Rangers fans for referee Waddle. Well, suddenly it's become a difficult match to referee. So half an hour of the match gone, still no scoring. Hamilton playing with endless determination in defence. There's Cooper! And McKellar recovers. Fleck was on the rebound in a flash. But a bit of luck for Hamilton and some good goalkeeping also. A long ball played forward, headed on by Roberts. The first time shot from Cooper comes off the post. Fleck reacts quickly and McKellar goes across to make the save. No luck for Davy Cooper with a shot. But Fleck was under tremendous pressure from Ali Brazil as he raced on to the rebound, so we must give credit to the Yankees defence for that also, and McKellar of course very alert. So the singing and chanting develops again among the Rangers fans. Here's McPherson. And another marvellous save from Dave McKellar. This is tremendous action. McPherson lashing the ball towards the top corner. McKellar in flight to touch it behind for the corner kick. So a few words passing between McPherson and McKellar. Mutual admiration perhaps, as Cooper takes the corner. Butcher went up early, got his head to the ball. The throw to Rangers. Roberts asking Fleck to leave it for the long throw. Tremendous throw from Roberts, headed on by Butcher and away by Craig for Hamilton. There's Cooper now on the right for Rangers. Back now to Ferguson. Fleck trying to control it, challenged by Fulton. There's Albert Craig. He's given that to Fleck. Well, what a let-off for Hamilton. An aberration on the part of Albert Craig. Well, I don't think Robert Fleck could believe this. Craig appeared to have done so well in defence. Then rolled the ball back towards McKellar, not spotting Robert Fleck in the way, but Fleck couldn't direct the shot on target. Now Butcher. Nickel wide to Ferguson. And Fulton standing in no ceremony inside his own half for Hamilton, thumping the ball out as McCoy's challenged. There's Jimmy Nickel. Nickel again to Ferguson. Fleck touching it on. There's Durant. The breakthrough at last for Rangers. A superb strike by Ian Durant, and the Yankees' defence is breached. It was Robert Fleck's header which set it up. The head flick on. He got up so well. Now this is a very positive finish from Ian Durant. Clinical in the extreme. Good play from Roberts and then from Durant. Here's McCoist. Roberts is there again, playing it comfortably and simply in midfield. Obstruction by Sprott on Ferguson. The free kick to Rangers. So Cooper waiting for Butcher to arrive for the free kick. And Fulton in a very difficult task. McKellar also in trouble. The ball is in the net, and it's Ali McCoist to put it there. Oh, what a disaster for the Accies defence. 5 minutes to half-time, played in by Cooper. Came right across to Fulton. He's bent the ball very high in the air. McKellar looking very casual below it. Butcher challenging. The keeper missed it. And it dropped to McCoist to knock home the gift. Phillips simply keeping it in for Monroe's benefit. Butcher to McPherson. Monroe once again. Referee Waddle is checking his watch for the end of the first half, and there goes the half-time whistle. Applause around the stadium. Rangers go off. There's the man who got the opening goal, Ian Durant. McCoist got the second. But it was a first half full of incident and entertainment, and you can't underestimate the Hamilton Accies contribution to that. They held out for more than half an hour, and then in the 33rd minute, the flighted pass from Derek Ferguson, the head flick from Robert Fleck, and the superb finish from Ian Durant broke the deadlock. And then Ali McCoist cashing in a dreadful error in defence by Hamilton. Just 5 minutes from half-time made it 2-0. So at half-time, Rangers looking comfortable. It's Rangers 2, Hamilton Accies 0. So the second half gets underway with Rangers no doubt feeling a lot more relaxed than they might have done, but for that second goal from Ali McCoist just before half-time to make the cushion 2 goals and to make the task for Hamilton so formidable that I don't think many people inside the stadium would give them much prospect of coming back. So Rangers now able to relax and settle down to some skillful football. Here's Ali McCoist, and a good block by Dave McKellar. Well, that'll do the keeper's confidence no harm at all. A good pass again involving Roberts. The first time flicked pass through, finding McCoist in space, the drilled volley, and there was McKellar with a save. Now Albert Craig. Collins to McKee. It's a neat turn. McCabe plays it back. Brogan towards McCabe again. This is one of the most skillful left feet in the country. Jerry McCabe. McKee setting it up for Craig. And a great chance for Hamilton to breach that Chris Wood's shutout record. It was set up for Albert Craig. He had lots of space to make the challenge, and McCoist on that occasion just out of reach. The cross came in from Fleck. Rangers moving swiftly to the other end. So here's the change for Accies. It's John Miller coming on to replace John Brogan. So that's a striker replacing a striker. Butcher flooding it into the far side to Roberts. Cover provided by Albert Craig. And a collision between Roberts and Craig has been acknowledged by the linesman. The referee is going to speak to the near side linesman. Graham Roberts may well be in serious trouble, but he was controlling the ball, trying to go inside. Albert Craig won it, went past the Accies player. There's the body check. And drama here, as Graham Roberts is ordered off. Off goes Roberts. He was certainly living dangerously after that first half booking. Graham Souness on the track appears to be trying to reorganise the Rangers ranks. The long ball beats Fulton. There's Fleck. Cooper off the line by Sprott. Well, the initial chance was undoubtedly missed by Robert Fleck. They really should have done better with this. The long ball going over the head of Mark Fulton. There was Fleck. I think he tried to lob this over Dave McKellar. Miscued completely, giving Cooper the second chance, and Sprott was there to clear. There's Robert Fleck. Now Davy Cooper. Just listen to the singing and chanting around the stadium as Cooper drives forward. McCoist running straight into Fulton, and that's a bad tackle by Ian Durrant. The Accies players are incensed. There's trouble here for Ian Durrant. And the match really boiling over now. There's the challenge by Durrant. It was really a bad one on Albert Craig. Now, will this be a yellow card, or will referee Waddle see that even more severely? Albert Craig is still on the ground. And the red card is shown to Ian Durrant. Incredible drama here at Ibrox. We'll see it again. There's Albert Craig sprinting out of defence. It really was a shocking tackle by Ian Durrant. And he's paid the ultimate penalty. Graham Souness and Walter Smith are on the track as Rangers are reduced to 9 men. Well, it looks as though Rangers are going to the top of the league, but they're paying some incredible penalties for the privilege, with 2 key men ordered off, and perhaps a hazardous final 12 minutes to come as Hamilton see the opportunity now to take advantage. 11 against 9, and another free kick, this time against Derek Ferguson. The Rangers fans incensed again, and referee Waddle will take action against Derek Ferguson, and this will be for dissent. Now, the Rangers players really do appear to be losing their heads somewhat, especially the younger ones. Derek Ferguson this time. Now, this is clearly for dissent after the free kick was awarded against him. A yellow card this time. And there's a little bit of trouble here off the ball, and linesman is drawing attention to that. John Pelosi and Davy Cooper clashed off the ball. It appears to be a minor skirmish, but John Pelosi is now in trouble. There's no question that there was a little bit of locking of horns between Pelosi and Cooper off the ball. The far side linesman Paul Cameron from Uddingston spotted that, so referee Waddle has to become involved again. Now, which colour of card will it be this time for Pelosi? Yellow it is, so he continues on the field. Either way, McPherson. There's Ferguson calming things down now in midfield. Challenge from the back by Mailer. And the Hamilton substitute will now be in serious trouble. A reckless, clumsy challenge by Mailer right into the back of Derek Ferguson. And I fancy that Mailer may indeed be in serious trouble. Referee Waddle looks completely calm amidst all this bedlam, and again settles for the yellow card. Here's what that was for, as Ferguson had possession. Mailer coming from behind. It certainly was a clumsy challenge, and the yellow card has been demonstrated to the Hamilton substitute. Robert Flynn comes off, and Neil Woods is the replacement on to make his debut for Rangers. The former Doncaster Rovers striker, 20 years old, his first appearance in the first team. He scored a hat-trick in a friendly last week against the Broth. And now this big opportunity to show at least his running power up front as Rangers hang on with 9 men. There's Butcher sending it forward, up goes Cooper. Woods missed it. Here's Derek Ferguson. This would clinch it for Rangers. Deflected by Fulton to Cooper. The early ball in towards Ferguson. Back it goes to McCoist. So that certainly would have ended all the arguments had Danny McCoist got that on target. Played in by Cooper. Ferguson does well to nod the ball down. Touched back by Woods. There was McCoy's shot. Pelosi. There's Phillips. Pelosi again. Now Ali Brazil. Brazil to Pelosi. There's a fine effort from Pelosi. Inches over the top and struck with lots of power by John Pelosi. Perhaps Hamilton's best effort of the match. Woods had to look very alert for that, but it was over the top in the end. And there goes the final whistle. Rangers win by 2-0. They go to the top of the Premier Division, but they paid an awesome penalty with the loss of Graham Roberts and Ian Durrant sorted off and inevitably suspended. With a packed stadium rising to Rangers. Gary Butcher in particular clearly very happy indeed. Referee Waddle looking very calm and stern as he comes off at the end. And the boos now ringing out as the referee departs with the two linesmen. And sadly a hail of coins coming down now towards the referee and linesman, protected by police as they depart. Graham Souness and Walter Smith had stayed behind. They're now going into the tunnel. So Rangers go to the top of the Premier Division, having been reduced to 9 men in the second half.
Graham, some joy at going to the top of the league, but tempered by these incidents in the second half. What was your reaction to the game?
Obviously, we're only interested in the result. We won 2-0 today. Again, tremendous crowd, a full house, 44,000 nearly. The incidents, no comment on the incidents. I think if you show them on the television, then let people make their own minds up about it. I've obviously got thoughts on it, but not prepared to speak about them publicly.
You did appear to be remarkably calm on the track about that. You seemed more concerned about organising the 9 men.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, if we get the result, as you said, we go top league. The 2 points are more important than getting involved with individual incidents that happen in games.
Quite apart from the incidents, were you happy with the team's performance?
I was happy up to the point. We lost our way a wee bit in the second half through certain things which happened in the game. Overall, I was happy. We came into the game expecting a difficult game. I think we were the only people who were expecting a difficult game. The media, I think majority of our supporters thought we were going to win easily today, and it's no game's easy. You have to work for everything you get, and we done enough in the first half to earn our victory today.
You said before that it was one thing to be challenging to get to the top, and another thing to be at the top. Now, you've been there with Liverpool many times. How does your approach as manager change now that you're at the top?
Our approach will be the same as it has been up to this point. Our next game is Aberdeen at home. It's 2 points, the same 2 points we played for today. Next game is the all-important one.
So there's no difference to what you say to players about being in the position to be shot at as they are now?
No. I think our players, they're at the biggest club in Scotland. They maybe get more of the media attention than any other club. Yeah. They've been living in the, if you want to call it, limelight for the last 6 months. Now we're at the top of the league. I don't expect that to change drastically. They should be able to handle it.
And you're still looking for improvement?
The day you stop looking for improvement in football is the day you're finished in football.